Alright, I know it's been a while since I posted a video. I want to do some more Tiny Grimes stuff today. As we all know, Tiny played a tenor guitar, so the 6th and 5th were omitted. So I just picked up some of the stuff they did in the 50s, which is cool. It's not as vibey, in my opinion, as the Highlander stuff. Or the stuff with Coleman Hawkins, just because I like the guitar tone quite a bit. But on the flip side, it's kind of hard to figure out what the chord voicings are. So the later stuff, the playing is great, the band is great, and just it doesn't have that distorted tone that I go nuts about. But I can hear every chord he's playing. So anyway, if I'm playing in the key of G, here's a G6 chord. Now, one chord that I see or I hear Tiny doing is that 6th chord right there. Not a huge departure from what we do already. So when we play like a blues, we have this dominant 7 that we play, right? But if I take the 7 and flatten it, I have the 6. So I kind of hear these licks of... So that's one chord that I see him use. Now, what's so great about his limitation of having a 4-string guitar is that we can take the same chord forms and move them up the neck, and they can function as a different voicing. The one that I like is kind of what we see in Shake Dancer. So say if I play like a G9, now I play the same chord forms I did for the G6, except starting with my ring finger on the 10th fret, I have myself a G7 chord. And the way that I see that is I have my tonic, I have my 7, then I have my 5. So you can see how I can be able to use this as a 6. That would be my 7. Now what's so cool is by flattening the middle finger, I like to re-finger everything, so I play it like this. That way I have my tonic on the bottom. This functions as a great 4 chord. So 1, move it down 1 fret. So that would be like a G with a 9 on the top. But I'll move it to that one right there. Now, if you guys are all familiar with like Freddie King playing Hideaway, for that, so we have this cool E7, right? Well, if I modulate that down, since I'm playing in the key of G, and use that as my 5 chord, so I have like a D on the top. I have my 3rd, have the 9, and then I have the 7. So it's like it's a D9 chord. So that's my 5 chord. But check this out. If I do this from the 5 and raise it up 1, that would become my 4. So even though it looks like I'm moving from the 3rd up to the 11, it also works in the other way where that becomes that C chord with the add 9, and that would be my 4. And then instead of going back to this for my 1, I just go back to this very simple G right here with the 3rd on the bottom. So you see I have my 5 chord. So let me try to put it all together for you. So we have the 1. anyway, I hope that gives you some ideas for playing a 1-4-5 with some new swing chord voicings. And at least this is the way that I hear it with Tiny Grimes. So just to recap, major 6 in G, where I have the 6 in the middle there, 5 on the bottom, 3rd on the top, 7, where I have the 7 on the bottom, the tonic in the middle, and the 5 in the top. My 4 chord becomes like a C add 9, so it's like a E structure. And then I add the pinky. And then my 5 is with me just moving this down. So if I take it from the 5, 5, 4, 1, or if you chose to, I'm not quite fond of it, but I think it'll work. You go 5, 4, just not enough meat on the bottom for me to really kind of hold my hat on. Anyway, cool. Thank you guys.